So, let's get started. First up on the list is Funk of the Titans. Funk of the Titans is a 2D endless runner developed by indie developer A Cloud of Monsters. This game is incredibly easy platinum, coming in at a 2.5 out of 10 difficulty on PlayStationTrophies.org, and taking around 6 hours to complete. The two time-consuming portions of the game are for firstly, getting 3 medals on each level. Think stars on any mobile game, which means collecting all 100 vinyls on each level, not losing any health in a level, and collecting the Pegasus on each level. And these can be done over multiple playthroughs of a level. The other time-consuming part of Funk of the Titans is completing all the Zeus challenges. Work towards these from the very beginning, as they get more annoying as time-consuming the further you get into them. Starting things like defeat 20 enemies and ranging to surviving 500 meters on the Pegasus bonus level. Again, while all of this isn't particularly hard, it can become time-consuming, but once you've done these two trophies, you will likely have the majority of the rest of them with little to no effort whatsoever. Next up on the list is Bridge Constructor. Bridge Constructor, as you can likely tell from the title, is a bridge construction simulator. This one will take you around 12 hours to complete, and it's about a 3 out of 10 difficulty if you use a guide, which you'll want to do as it significantly speeds up the process. The bulk of the trophies are for finishing up each of the bridges with both cars, trucks, and tank trucks, with each solution needing slight tweaks for each vehicle variant. The time-consuming portion of this is that you don't unlock tanks until you've finished the entire game once, meaning you need to complete each puzzle at least twice. And because Bridge Constructor has been on mobile for many years, there are plenty of great guides online to help speed this platinum up for you. All the other trophies you'll need will come naturally through playing each of the levels twice. Third game on my list is Telltale Batman. If you've ever played a Telltale game, you'll already know exactly what this trophy list looks like. Unfortunately for us trophy hunters, Batman was the only Telltale game we got in 2016 with an incredibly easy platinum to boot. Taking around 9 to 10 hours to complete with no missable trophies, this is a 1 out of 10 difficulty and a trophy hunter's dream. And honestly, there's not a lot I can say here. Simply complete chapters 1 to 6 on each of the 5 episodes, and the platinum is yours. You shouldn't get stuck anywhere as the game is very, very focused on narrative, with very few detective sequences and puzzles in between. Just sit back and enjoy the trophies. The fourth game on my list is Deadly Tower of Monsters. Deadly Tower of Monsters came out really early in 2016, and was a PlayStation Plus title in November, and thankfully it's a lot of fun and super easy. With no missable trophies, this game is an easy 2 out of 10 difficulty and will probably take you around 6 hours to platinum. The only trophies to be aware of is the collectible trophy, Even Better Shot, and Missing Scenes, for destroying 25 target boards and finding 6 film reels. Thankfully, you can travel to any past area in the game, so this is easily achieved and cleaned up with a guide after your initial playthrough. The next two titles I want to talk about are both VR titles, and I actually covered them pretty well during my top 10 easiest PlayStation VR Platinum trophies, so I'm going to use my audio from that video. The first is Playroom VR. While this title may initially look daunting due to its 42 trophies, the game is actually very fun and simple to complete. And best of all, it's currently a free title on the PlayStation Store. The one caveat with this title is that it relies on a second player for almost the entirety of the game, so if you don't have another person who can help you out, you may be out of luck on this one. If you do have a second person to help you, then you're looking at around a 3 out of 10 difficulty with an expected 4 hours to earn the Platinum Trophy. The game itself is split into a series of short experiences for PlayStation VR. One where you need to suck ghosts into a vacuum, one where you need to shoot outlaws, and one where you're a cat and you have to catch the cheese, just to name a few. All the while, your other player is playing the same minigame from a different perspective on the television screen. The most challenging part of the game is the claw machine and the trophy Getcha 'em All, associated with getting all claw machine prizes. What makes this a challenge is that it takes so long to complete. You require coins to activate the machine, which you earn from completing minigames, so the more minigames you finish, the more coins you'll have to put into the machine. Despite this one trophy, the game is still a very enjoyable co-op/party game, which you can use to show off your new VR headset and get some free easy trophies in the process. And the second VR title that fits into this list is Job Simulator VR. With only 12 trophies and a 1 out of 10 difficulty, this is by far the easiest PlayStation VR Platinum trophy to date. Completing the entire game, including the Platinum, should only take you around 4 hours, and that time is mostly because of how much fun the game is to actually play. Job Simulator sees you completing a variety of jobs as part of a simulation where robots have replaced all human jobs. The types of jobs range from a gourmet chef, office worker, mechanic, and a store clerk. You'll earn a gold trophy for finishing each of the above job simulations, and then there is just a matter of cleaning up the remaining miscellaneous trophies for doing specific actions in the specific simulations. And thankfully, there are no missable trophies to worry about in this title, making this plat even more enjoyable. Next up, we have Square Heroes. Square Heroes is another really easy platinum, providing you have multiple controllers in your house. Almost all the trophies can be earned in split screen with a second controller, or you can easily boost online with a friend. The hardest part of the game is the Kingslayer trophy, and this is for beating the single player campaign. This trophy is only hard because of the game's final boss, the Alien King, and it's really hard and cheap to defeat. My only suggestion on this one would be to watch a video of someone beating him and using that cheap technique. It took me a really long time to beat this guy, and when I finally found a cheap way of cornering him in a corner and defeating him, it was awesome feeling. Next up on the list is OCEANHORN, Monsters of the Uncharted Sea. Again, another easy mobile game that has made its way to PlayStation 4, with an incredibly easy platinum, taking around 15 hours to complete. This is one of the longer titles on our list. Thankfully, it's only a 2 or a 3 out of 10 difficulty at most, so despite taking a little longer, it shouldn't give you too much trouble. And there's really no specific trophies that will cause you any difficulty here, so I'm not going to call any out. I would suggest looking at a trophy guide, but do know this is a really fun Zelda type game. It's really enjoyable and worth checking out. And next up we have Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter. This is a really simple 1 out of 10 difficulty, taking less than 15 hours, and with a guide, this crime/puzzle game really doesn't have any trophies you'll need to worry about. The game only has one missable trophy called Lawn Bowls, and it's really simple because it's the only missable trophy in the game and the only trophy not related to a story element. So you can easily look that up and jump back in and get that after in your second playthrough or even during your initial first playthrough. Almost at the end of our list, we have Warn Wars, which is a simple 3 out of 10 4v4 2D arena game with a very short single player campaign, which should only take a few hours to complete. The rest of the trophies can be easily cleaned up except for one trophy for winning a match against 3 level 9 enemies, which can be frustrating as heck. But after a little practice, this trophy should come easily, and then it shouldn't be too difficult to get the Wand Wars Platinum. And the final game on our list is DEPONA. DEPONA is a short, super easy, and quick to complete platinum, coming in at a 1 out of 10 difficulty, and only taking around 5 hours to complete. If you follow a video or written walkthrough, then getting all these trophies in this game is an absolute breeze, as most trophies are missable, but because the game is so short, if you do miss something, it's really easy to go back. Unfortunately, there's no chapter select, so this is a bit of a pain, but because the game is so short, it's not actually that bad. And honestly, apart from these few missable trophies, there really isn't anything trophy specific here that I need to call out to you guys, because everything else is really straightforward. And that's our list, and I think that's me done for trophies, or easy trophies, in 2016. Hopefully